Today we'll start with the electrostatic force. Okay, so for that we'll first conduct an activity, and what you have to do in this activity is that you need to take some pieces of paper. Okay, or instead of pieces of paper you can take some pencil shavings also. Okay, and then you need to take a ruler, a scale, and then you need to rub this ruler or scale on your in your hairs. Okay, on your hairs. When you will rub this, then a charge will a stationary charge will be there on this scale. Okay, a charge will appear or a charge will be formed on this scale, and when you will take this scale on the pieces of paper or on the pencil shavings, then that charge will attract these pieces of paper towards itself. Okay, and that type of charge or the force by which these pencil shavings or the paper strips are attracting towards this scale, that is known as electrostatic force. Okay, this happens, the bits of paper will stick to this scale, or instead of the scale you can take comb also. Okay, so how this happens? This happens because of the electrostatic force. Okay, so what happens, some of the materials when they rub with the other materials, they get charged. Materials get charged on rubbing. Okay, and on rubbing, when they become charged, so the force which act on the charged materials are known as electrostatic force. So these charged materials either attract or repel the objects. Attract means to take the object towards themselves, or repel means to just like I can say to repel or to move far apart from that object. Okay, वो उससे दूर चले जाते हैं, that is known as repulsion. Fine. Here, this ruler or the comb get charged due to running through the dry hair due to rubbing on the dry hair, and that they attracts the bits of paper. So this type of force which is responsible for attraction is known as electrostatic force. Now the next type of force is friction. Okay, friction or frictional force. Fine. This friction or frictional force is act between the two objects when they come in contact with each other. It acts between two objects when they come in contact with each other. Okay, when they come in contact with each other. Fine. Now, what happens when this force of friction will act between the two objects? Then this friction mainly stops or slows down the speed of the moving object. Whatever object is moving, it slows down or stops the motion. Okay, the movement of the object either will be stopped or slows down across the surface when the two objects come in contact. For example, when you stop pedaling your bicycle, then what happens? Slowly, gradually, your bicycle slows down. Okay, and then it stops. So how this happens? This happens because of the frictional force. Even when I am writing on the blackboard, or you people write down in the notebooks, then that is also possible because of the frictional force. Okay, the smooth surfaces produce less friction than the rough surfaces. Okay, the rough surface produce more friction, whereas the smooth surface produce less friction. Fine. Now the next topic under this is advantages of friction. Advantages. Now what are the advantages? How this frictional force is helpful to us? First of all, it makes possible, it helps us to walk. Okay, helps in walking. When we walk, this frictional force help us. Okay, even you know that we cannot be able to walk on the ice or on the very smooth floor, because the smooth floor there is very less friction, whereas we can easily walk on the road or on the rough surface. So it helps in walking. First. Second is The friction between the road and the tires of the vehicle make them to move on the road. Okay, or helps the vehicles in moving. Okay, it helps the vehicles to move on the road. Clear? Now next advantage is it helps us to write on pen, on the notebook. So it acts, this friction acts between pen and paper. Okay, it acts between pen and paper, which help us to write down on the paper. Next, it also helps between also helps to hold the hold pen or pencil. Clear? When there will be less friction or there will be no friction, then we will not be able to hold the pen or pencil. Okay, and next last advantage is that eraser also uses friction to rub off pencil marks. When you erase your pencil work, sometimes it might get wrong, so when you erase it, then also the friction only frictional force is there, which helps the things to be erased out with the help of an eraser. Now the last topic for the today's is disadvantage of friction. Disadvantage. Okay, what is not good about friction? So first of all, due to friction our shoes can easily be wear out after, like in some very less days. Okay, it can wear out the soles of these shoes. जो shoes के नीचे वाला part होता है, it can just get damaged because of the friction. The tires of the vehicles, pencil eraser, machine parts, etc., all these get damaged, destroyed because of the friction. So to avoid all these damages, we need to like put the lubricants. Lubricants are the things which can easily grease the objects, and it reduces the friction between the two surfaces. Fine. Next disadvantage is friction makes very difficult for us to slide the heavy loads across the floor, because friction is there, so it will stop the movement and will not be able to will not be able to slide very heavy loads on the roads, fine, on the floor. Next and the last disadvantage is when we rub the two surfaces together, then it generates heat due to friction. Even when you rub your palms together, then also heat generates, that is because of the friction. So this heat production due to the friction causes damage in the machine parts. Okay, so that's all for today, students.